chase our dreams like they were some golden light in the distance. What they didn't say is that the light might be a damn freight train coming straight at you. The dream doesn't arrive wrapped in applause, but in bruises, overdraft notices, and long nights in strange towns where even the neon signs look tired. I chased it anyway, and here's what I found. The dream is romantic until it isn't. You imagine standing in the spotlight, not sweeping the stage afterward for gas money. You think it's going to feel like a movie, but the real dream, it's duct tape, cheap motel coffee, and hoping your strings don't break before your spirit does. Talent doesn't guarantee a damn thing. You can play circles around the guy headlining and still be eating cold fries in the green room while he gets handed the check and the girl. Skill is only part of the game. The rest is timing, luck, and how well you can smile when it hurts. Now look, here's the deal. The minimal amount of success that I had in the music business, and I will say it was minimal, fleeting moments of glory, right? I know players back home that could absolutely eat me alive. It was never about how good you were. It was never about how fast you can play or how many licks you know or how long you can take a solo by yourself. It was never about anything but getting out there, being somewhere where you can make it happen and getting out there and hustling. And that is the reality of the damn thing. Your heroes will disappoint you. You'll meet them. Some will be legends. Some will be small, petty, broken men clinging to past glories like a dog to a chewed up sock. Never put anyone on a pedestal, not unless you're prepared to watch them fall hard. That is the reality of today's music world. You know, here's the deal, man. We're watching our idols in real time. Guys like David Lee Roth and all the other older rock stars out there. They're still out there trudging up on that stage and doing it long past their prime. Look, if they have plenty of money, you have to ask, why are they still doing it? Are they addicted to not just the stage, but the adulation? It's something to ponder deeply. There's a tax on integrity. The moment you choose to do it your way, the road doubles in length and the applause gets quieter. But you'll sleep better, even if it's in the back seat of your car. Now look, there's the reality right there. Do you want to sell your soul to make it? Are you willing to do anything? Are you willing to record that song that you think absolutely sucks? Are you willing to dumb down your music just to make it? Are you willing to sell your soul? There's a tax on your integrity, and you should never, ever compromise your integrity because it's simply not worth it. Loneliness is the admission fee. This path, it's paved with missed birthdays, unread messages, and motel ceilings that talk back to you. You'll question everything, especially yourself. But it's in that silence you either break or become unbreakable. I can't count how many birthdays I've missed. I've missed funerals. I've missed weddings. I've missed all kinds of family events. It even started back in high school, missing homecoming, not going to, the homecoming parade and not, spending time with my friends or going out with girls or doing different things because I wanted to stay home and practice. Why? Because I knew the only way I was going to make it is if I got good, right? So you sacrifice much, loneliness. Make friends with loneliness, right? Because you're going to experience it over and over again. That is the reality. You're going to have people just give up on you. I've had so many girlfriends give up on me and just, wander off into the night because the reality is the music always came first. Everyone wants to ride the train until it derails. In the early days, nobody answers your calls. When you get a little heat, suddenly everybody wants in until the gigs dry up and they evaporate like steam on a cheap cup of diner coffee. That is the reality, man. When you're hot, the girls come around, the phone is ringing, there's all kinds of action going on. I've seen it. Right? I've been playing the Sunset Strip and coming back after rehearsal, and there's 20 messages on my telephone, from girls wanting to come see the band and all of this stuff. But man, when it all goes up in a poof of smoke, all of that is gone. They've all moved on to the next hottest thing. Have you heard? There's a new kid in town. The hustle never ends. You don't make it. That's a myth. You keep making it every day, every night, every note. One slip and the world moves on like you were never even there. Think of artists like Ashley Simpson or Milli Vanilli, who back in the day when it was a crime to use backing tracks and not be singing live, and now people are just doing that all over the place. You're paying thousands of dollars to go listen to a tape. Really? That's the world we live in now. But the reality is you could still make one mistake and it can all go away. Think of how many artists make a mistake. These days you could say the wrong thing on social media and your career could be over in a flash. Success is just another word for sacrifice. You'll lose pieces of yourself along the way. Comfort, certainty, sometimes people you love. You've got to ask yourself, what are you willing to bleed for? And what's just a scratch not worth scratching? That is the reality. You are going to sacrifice everything. Your mental health, your physical health, right? Your financial stability. Because look, and I've said it many times on this channel, there is no retirement in the music business. There is no gold watch. After 30 years in Nashville, nobody even handed me a bag of picks. That is the reality of this, man. There's no pension in the music business. You don't get anything to retire on. There is none of that. So you're going to have to somehow hustle till the day you die. The dream is worth it, but only if it's yours. Not the one your parents wanted, not the one your girlfriend thought sounded cool, not the one Instagram dressed up in filters and fake smiles. Your dream, that ugly, stubborn, burning truth inside your chest. If you chase that, you'll hurt, but you'll live real. That is reality. Make sure that the dream you're living is yours, right? I spent a lot of years living other people's dreams, playing their music, being on their stage, being on their bus. And the reality is I should have spent more time playing my music and being on my bus or my van or my station wagon and doing that. I literally gave up a chance to literally get thousands of dollars worth of gear and go play with my own band. Why? Because I needed that paycheck of $300 a show to go play someone else's music. Most of the time, you're going to find that you're really just living someone else's dream. You're really only supporting someone else's vision. That is the downside if you become a sideman. And being a sideman is a way to make a living, right? And if you're going to play music for a living, sometimes you've got to put your dreams aside and then go support someone else's dream. It's just the reality of doing it, right? But make sure that you take time for your dream. Make sure that you take time for your vision, for your shows, for your songs, for all of those things, because otherwise you're going to end up like me, off the bus and now facing reality. If you're out there chasing something no one else can see, keep going. The dream won't always love you back, but it will reveal you, tear you down, strip away the fake, and leave only what's real. And brother, what's real is the only thing that matters in the end.